My heart was pumping as I grabbed my wife and raced to the hospital. 20 minutes later, I went from being an ordinary man to the father that I am today. Little did I know that one event would have such a large impact on my life today. Good morning, I'm Corey Hughes, and today I'm going to talk to you about my defining moment. My defining moment consists on waiting on my daughter to be born, the event of her being born, and also watching her grow up into the little girl that she is today. Now, waiting on her to get here was pretty hard on me, as I was actually deployed to Afghanistan. I wasn't able to be with my wife physically, nor was I able to go to any of the appointments, including the ultrasound and listening to my daughter's heartbeat. Another thing leading up to her being born was just me being really anxious and nervous to whether she was going to have dark hair and dark eyes like me, or whether she was going to have blonde hair and blue eyes like her mom. And luckily for me, she had turned out blonde hair, blue eyes, and she looks like her beautiful mommy. Now, Cadence being born was really hard on me. I've waited so long to be with my wife and to finally meet her, and it didn't look like at first if I was going to make it home, as the Army and Air Force commander was going back and forth on whether to let me stay or let me go home. And at the last minute, the Air Force commander finally allowed me 2 weeks off to go home and visit with my wife, and I was ecstatic about it. Now, within being home, less than 23 hours later, I was actually rushing to the hospital with my wife, and I was watching my daughter be born. One of the best moments of my entire life was actually holding her for the first time and actually being able to have the opportunity to cut my daughter's umbilical cord. On the side note, though, it was actually really hard for me to do at the same time, because one day I'm in a combat zone trying to, fight off Taliban. The next day, I'm trying to reintegrate into being a civilian, and it was really difficult for me to deal with all these emotions and new experiences for me. Now, watching her grow up has definitely been a life-changing experience for me. I actually get to see my daughter every day now, and I get to watch her grow up into a little angel. And she's growing up, she has the same mannerisms as me and her mom, but she's also got her own personality, which is exciting to see. I can't wait to see how she ends up in the future. Sometimes she actually teaches me new things, like I'm actually trying to be a better person now that I have a daughter. I want her to be able to look up to her dad as I looked up to my father. I don't want to be a Disneyland dad or anything like that. Now also I actually watch what I say in front of her, because I don't want her to learn those curse words. I want her to be raised like a good Southern woman like her mom is. So throughout my speech, it's easy to see how Cadence has been the defining moment in my life. You can see we talked about how waiting on her to be born, the actual event of her being born, and watching my little angel growing up into the little lady that she is today. Thank you for your time.